Hello dear subscribers. Spring is here and as usual, Intelligent Transportation Systems podcast is here with you with a new episode. In this episode, we have included our routine news mini section, book review by Professor Haluk Eren, and this month we have a report from our visit to Mercedes-Benz Off-Road Show. Without any further ado, let's proceed to our news mini section. This is Mariam Kavishkar and this is the news mini section for episode 45, March 2018. Right after we published our news mini section for January episode, the long-awaited CES took place, and it has already become a trend in CES that the core of the whole event is autonomous driving and different companies and manufacturers showing off their inventions in this field. Intel presented a keynote at CES, amusing the audience by an array of data-driven innovations. In the field of autonomous driving, Kurzanich announced about their first autonomous car in their 100-car fleet. He added that they have new collaboration with SAIC Motor and Navinfo to extend the crowdsourced map in China. Plus, SAIC will develop level 3, 4 and 5 in China, and they will be based on Mobileye technology. Also, he mentioned that companies like BMW, Nissan and Volkswagen will deploy Mobileye Road Experience Management or REM technology to crowdsource data to build up and update low-cost, scalable, high-definition maps. He took advantage and informed everyone about the details for the company's new automated driving platform. It combines automotive-grade Intel Atom processor with Mobileye iQ5 chips. After all, the epitome of the CES was Toyota's announcement. The company introduced its e-palette concept. The main features are extensive interior with a low floor, cube-shaped design, next-generation vehicle control interface. It announced that new e-palette alliance, which includes Amazon, Didi, Mazda, Pizza Hut, and Uber, will leverage Toyota's proprietary mobility services platform, or MSPF, to develop a suite of connected mobility solutions and a flexible, purpose-built vehicle. And all this will be done by early 2020. At least, they promised, and will be tested in many different regions including the US. You even might see it as Toyota's contribution in 2020 Olympics and Paralympic Games in Japan. Very recently, California established new rules, allowing autonomous driving cars without drivers as backup. The new measures will take effect from 2nd April. Till that date, all the companies and others working on driverless cars have to test their vehicles with a driver actually sitting on the driver's seat. Obviously, there are replacement measures in the place of the driver, like there should be a safe dedicated communication channel between the car and some operator, or they have to be secured against any possible cyber attack. Waymo and Chrysler will definitely welcome this decision. On other coastline, Florida has given permission to Ford to start delivering both goods and people in its territory, unleashing 2 fleets on the streets of Florida. Ford will be one of the first companies being able to do this. The first fleet will test Argo AI on Fusion hybrid vehicles, and the second fleet will contain different autonomous Ford cars. It will be observed how consumers will interact with the vehicles when they receive their pizzas or purchases. If you want to participate in Intelligent Transportation Systems Conference 2018 in Hawaii, don't forget that the last deadline for regular paper and workshop is 15th April 2018. Hope to see you there. Thank you for being with me so far. And here is Professor Haluk Eren from Farhat University of Turkey. He has read a 300-page book titled Fundamentals and Application of Lithium-Ion Batteries in Electric Drive Vehicles, written by Jiuchun Jiang, Kaiping Zhang, and kindly is here to share a review on this book with us. Go ahead, Haluk, we are listening.
This is the book review section for ITSPodcast, episode 45. read by Dr. Haluk Eren, Fırat University, Elazığ, Turkey. The book title is Fundamentals and Application of Lithium-Ion Batteries in Electric Drive Vehicles and consists of 300 pages. Produced by Wiley in 2015. Written by Jichun Jiang and Jaiping Zhang. Every day we hear about new investment news for the electric vehicle batteries based on lithium-ion technology, such as Tesla, Northvolt, LG, and the others. Due to their high-voltage platform, high energy density, good cycle performance, and low self-discharge, the lithium-ion batteries are widely accepted as EV energy supply and are considered as a good candidate for the new generation power batteries. Some of these scientific studies show that graphene-based ultracapacitors may play a significant role for hybrid electric vehicles. On the other hand, researchers claim that smart cities may be a big battery disposal in near future. However, there is no matched alternative energy source for commercial electric vehicle. Therefore, today commercial EV concerns give a key role to driving lithium-ion batteries. Under the market reality considerations, this book comprises key technologies and research methods for the lithium-ion battery power management and difficulties with electric vehicles. The inclusive topics are lithium-ion battery performance modeling and simulation, theory of the battery state of charge, state of energy and peak power, lithium-ion battery charge and discharge control technology, constant evaluation and equalization techniques of the battery pack, and battery management system design for electric vehicles. The book also deals with practical applications of existing lithium-ion battery management systems, partly involving in real vehicle tests. For the sake of comparative analysis of the different system schemes, the present issues clarify the battery management system. 7 chapters of the book consist of theory and practices of EV battery technology. Chapter 1 introduces the development of batteries in electric vehicles and battery management key technologies, including the terms, types, and characteristics of the power battery and the functions. Chapter 2 focuses on performance modeling of lithium-ion batteries. It includes the operating principle, charge and discharge characteristics, model classification, and characteristics of the lithium-ion battery. Chapter 3 includes battery state estimation methods, application and definition for battery SOC and SOE. Chapter 4 comprises the definition and test methods of battery peak power and the determination of available power for a battery pack. Chapter 5 mentions about charging control technologies for lithium-ion batteries, optimization of charging methods, charge life and charge time, and battery discharge control technology, considering vehicle operational states, battery SOE and SOC. Chapter 6 handles the reasons for inconsistency of a battery pack and battery consistency evaluation parameter indexes and describes the battery equalization method and strategy. The last chapter elaborates technologies for the design and application of the battery management system, including logical control, security alarm, the battery parameter collection scheme, and their field evaluations for electric vehicles. This book can be useful for the listeners interested in electrical characteristic issues of EV batteries with lithium-ion technology.
Thank you so much for being with us so far. ITSPodcast was privileged to be invited for the off-road event of Mercedes. We tested the GLE 350. All the smart safety features or some automatic systems that we researchers or enthusiasts have been working on it was displayed in action in an exquisite place called Lakshmi Vilas Palace, Baroda, Gujarat in India. We experienced the extreme while Rahul, a very skillful driver, took us around the place. The four-wheel drive is always engaged. The beginning obstacles were a rumbler, a lateral incline of 35 degrees, and then 40 degrees. When we reached a very deep ditch, Rahul engaged the DSR system and the car took over the control and autonomously moved the car with a speed of 6 km per hour on the descent. And while ascending, he engaged one more feature called hold, which kept the car from moving back. Further were some more lateral inclines on the other side, then rot, chicken holes, axle twister, and then came the figure of 8, where Rahul started accelerating and turning the steering wheel as fast as I could imagine. And there the safety features got activated. When in a critical condition, all the windows shut automatically and the seat belts tightened to the degree that you cannot move an inch. And how it was interesting, the front belts loosen up a bit later than the back seat belts after slowing down. Let me mention that we had chance to see some wildlife too, like mangoes and peacocks. After all, we were in India. A short movie provided by the company will be available on our YouTube channel. I wish you a great spring. If you are interested and you would like to contribute to our podcast, please feel free and send us a note. You are always welcome as a volunteer. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. This podcast is sponsored by IEEE Intelligent Transportation System Society. This was Dr. Mariam Kavashkar from IEEE ITS Society.